First Corinthians 7:13. And if any wife has a husband who is not a believer, and if he consents to live with her, she must not put her husband away. Put her husband away. It's talking about she should not leave her husband. Um, because God can use that to perhaps draw him to faith. Use her influence. Now, also, most time, unfortunately, what happens in this scenario is she ain't as strong in the faith around him, which is not at all what the Lord wants. It's put this way because if it's saying you're going to be a full believer, and if he can allow you to live with him because of that, then live with him. Okay, Esther 5:13 and 14. Yet all this avails me nothing, so long as I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the king's gate. Now this is a hatred developing in him. He's developing hate. He's having hate in his heart. He feels like he's being special to the king. Mordecai really hasn't done nothing to him other than not honor him as a king. He's hating. Mordecai thinks he's something he's not. And oftentimes when we do this, those that see us for how we are, we have a hatred to. It's kind of like bearer bad news thing. You don't kill the messenger expression because there's a hatred towards receiving that message type thing. And this is similar to what Haman was going through. Not that it was right, but it's something we can deal with. We don't like hearing we're doing wrong. Sometimes, most of the time, that's what we need to hear when we're doing wrong, though. Haman didn't want Mordecai not to pay him respect, show him honor. Well, Haman wasn't in a place of honor. Everybody else was doing it, sucking up when he wasn't anybody to suck up to. The reason Mordecai was sitting at the king's gate is so he could hear from Esther, who's in the palace. Verse 14. Then Zerah, his wife, very few wives mentioned by name in Scripture. That's interesting that it mentions this one. And all his friends said to him, Let a gallows be made 50 cubits high, and in the morning speak to the king about hanging Mordecai on it. Now it's structure with to hang people. 50 feet high, 50 cubits high. The point of this so it would be seen. To make a display of Mordecai, who hasn't done nothing wrong against the kingdom. Haman just hates him. Now, oftentimes in these days, someone had favor with the king, wanted someone dead, they were dead, no questions asked. And that's what they're suggesting here. Mordecai hadn't done anything wrong, but it don't matter in that time. Would it be justice for him to be hung? Absolutely not. But it happened all the time. Then go in merrily with the king to the banquet. This pleased Haman, so he had the gallows made. So he was going to speak before the banquet. He was going to go visit the king. This is something you're not supposed to do. This is unwise advice. You wait till the banquet and then bring it up and take care of it afterwards. You got an appointment with the king. You don't see the king before that appointment. So to have someone who isn't doing wrong be taken out, he's going to do what's not lawful. And he actually does have reason, because you didn't go to the king before you were asked. You didn't go to the king unless you were called. So to take care of a problem with somebody who is not doing anything illegal, he's going to break the law. You know, hatred drives people to certain points like this. You know, why he didn't just kill Mordecai? Because he wanted to make a public display, because his hatred went through all the Jews at this point. You know, as Christians, we're not to have hate. We're to have love and show mercy, because we've received it. We're to display it to others. So we shouldn't get to this point. We should let Christ handle things for us.